So what is space glue? Space glue is a liquid you put in between two solid sheets to serve as a self-healing material that will allow for rapid sealing when a hole is created. While there are already known materials that are able to seal punctured surfaces, they are only limited to applications that do not need rapid healing. Also, some use thermoplastic polymers that are able to allow passage of a high-speed projectile while retaining sufficient melt strength to allow for elastic recovery. This type of material, however, is limited by temperature as it fails above 60 degrees Celsius. So imagine being in a spacecraft and all of a sudden a puncture to the hull is created. It only takes mere seconds for oxygen to escape the main hull and will definitely cause fatalities to passengers aboard this aircraft. Now there are a lot of different ways to prevent such an event from happening. One way would be to first increase the strength properties of the hull itself. To reinforce the hull would definitely reduce the risks of accidents happening. Another way to do this would be to use a material that would spontaneously self-repair upon puncture. Researchers from the University of Michigan have found a liquid resin formulation that can be placed between two sheets and oozes out when these sheets are punctured. Once the liquid resin oozes out, it reacts with oxygen that initiates the polymerization process and ultimately solidifies and seals the punctured area. So how does it work? Researchers wanted to use oxygen as an initiator as it is very abundant in the environment. The problem with using oxygen, however, is that even though it initiates polymerization, it also facilitates in ending the polymerization process. So to get around this problem, researchers used a liquid resin composed of thiols and alkenes. By utilizing thiolene polymerization, researchers are able to use oxygen as an initiator while at the same time retaining affinity to the polymerization process. The figure below shows how the material works. In the figure, EMAA, or polyethylene comethacrylic acid, is used as the bottom sheet. This material is one example of a thermoplastic polymer that can allow passage of a high-speed projectile while having sufficient melt strength for elastic recovery. The front sheet is punctured and the liquid resin oozes out of the punctured hole. Once this liquid resin reaches some oxygen, the material is able to seal the hole in a matter of seconds. Different formulations were made and the fastest formulation sealed the said hole in 2 seconds only. As for applications, this material is not limited to space or aircrafts. It can be applied in pressurized tanks or containers. Factories often make use of pressurized tanks for the production of many materials and substances. This type of innovation will really improve safety risks in manufacturing as well. Applying this invention in the Philippines is not difficult at all. While we may not have a space program, we still have an abundance of aircrafts. Our Philippine military could use military vehicles with the property of self-healing. Also, trucks that transport oil and gas could use some of this material as a single puncture may cause big accidents to happen. In our houses, we have LPG tanks that always have the need to be checked on for leaks. With this invention, I can definitely say that we can sleep better at night as this definitely improves our safety risks. A related patent made use of a liquid self-healing coating injected in microcapsules. These microcapsules are put in paint, so when the paint coating is compromised, the microcapsules break and releases the liquid that seals the compromised area of coating. While this may be different in terms of how it is applied, its goals are quite similar and can again improve our daily lives. Thank you.